So today we are going to see call by value and pointers. So last time we had seen this. All of you can see the example, call by value example.
Yes, sir.
So this is a program for call by value. Now see, we last time we had seen the functions. Okay, now this is a program for call by value. Call by value we had seen last year. Now see, we are including two header files over here. Now this is the main function and this is the function definition. So last time we had seen functions. What do you mean by function declaration? What do you mean by function call? And what do you mean by function definition? Now actually this is a program for written by using a function. So we will just see the concept of call by value. Now see the first line is call by value. In the function definition, what that function is going to do, that code you are going to write. Okay, so this is the function definition. Now see, in the function definition, the return type we have written void and not int, float, or long int anything. So that means this function will not return anything back to this function. Okay. Now see what we have written in this call by val. So this is the just the name. See, num is equal to num plus 5 and value of num in function is we are just printing. Now we'll see how this program works. This function definition, whatever number is there, we have just added 5 to it and we are just printing it in the function itself. We are not returning any value back. Now see, the first line is the function declaration, which is also called the prototype. See, one number we have initialized to 4, int number equal to 4. Now value of the num in main function before calling call by val. So this is the name of the function call by val. So before calling this function, we are just printing the value of num. So what will be the value of num here? Initially num is 4. So what will be the value of num printed here? Yes. See, num is 4 and we are just printing the value. So num will be 4. Isn't it? You can hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, see by default num is 4. So we are just printing the value of num here. We are not doing anything else. We have declared a variable called num, which is having the value 4. And we are just call by val. Okay. So the name of the function is call by val. And what we are doing here, we are passing the value of num. See, call by val in brackets num. So basically we are just passing the value here. We are just passing the 4 over here, call by val. So what will happen when it goes here? This function will be called. So this main program, it will be temporarily suspended and this will go to the function definition. So what will happen? 4 will go here and that value will be, see, num is equal to num plus 5. So initially num was 4. That value is passed to this function. And then what happens? So that value gets added to this number. So what will be the value of num? Yes. See, this 4 number, we have just, num is 4. So we are just calling this function whose argument is 4. So that we are passing to this function. So what will be the value of num here? Yes. See, 4 is passed to this function. So obviously num will be 4. So that is num is 4 here. So what is 4 plus 5? All of you can hear me? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what is 4 plus 5?
9.
So value of num is, see what we are doing. Initially num is 4. We are calling this function num. Okay. So what is num? Num is 4. So that value will be passed over here and in the function call. So when function is called, it will go to the function definition and the value of 4 will be copied over here and 4 is there here. So yeah, it will be replaced here. So 4 plus 5 is 9. So we are just printing the value of num, which is 9. Then again it will go back to this function call, and when this num, it has become 9 now because we are not returning anything back to this function. Okay. Now see out value of num in main function after calling this function call by value is what? It is 4 again and not 9, because in call by value what happens? Whatever is there in the function, main function, that values are limited to that function only. Suppose that value is passed to the function definition and the value changes over here, then it will be changed only for this function. Suppose we are not returning anything back here. Even if we were returning something back to the main function, even then the values which are added, subtracted, or whatever it has to be done, it is only limited to this function. It is not related to the main function. So if we are going to call this function and again print the value of num, it will be same 4 only. See, value of num in main function before calling call by value is 4. So this first line will be printed. After this, you are calling this function. So automatically it will go to this function and whatever is value here, that will be printed. So 4 was passed here. So that is added to 5 and that value is printed here 9. So purposefully I have written this in red color and remaining 2 in blue. So first this line will be printed, then this line will be printed, and last one, this line will be printed. Now see the last line, value of num in main function after calling call by val is 4. So that means the value doesn't change of the variable in the main function. It remains as it is. We'll see one more example that we had seen last year. Then this will become clear to you. So all of you can recollect that we had used this last year. Call by value, swapping of two variables. The last two programs of 11th. Yes or no? Yes, you can hear me. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Now see this call by value. See, we have written a function called swap in which two values are there, a and b. So this is the function declaration. This is the function definition. In the function definition, we have just swapped the values. So whatever is there in the function definition, basically that is used for doing whatever things you want to do for that particular function. And in the function declaration, we have to just write that first line. So whatever is there in the function definition, so that is about that function. So enter a and b. So we are taking the values of a and b. So we are just printing the values of a and b. Suppose a is 4 and b is 7. So before calling this function, we are just printing the values as it is. See, in the blue color it is shown. A is equal to 4, b is equal to 7 before calling swap function in main. So in the main program, this function we have declared, we have taken two numbers and we are printing them as it is. Then we are calling the function swap in bracket a comma b. Okay, so we are calling this function with two arguments a and b. So a was 4, b is 7. So we are passing this to these numbers a and b. After this, we are printing the values of a and b again. But when what will happen when you call this function swap a and b? It will directly go to the function definition, and the values of a and b will be passed as parameters to a and b. So it was 4 and 7. So 4 and 7 are passed here. So in the function definition, we are using one more variable called temp for swapping the two numbers. So what will happen? So these values will be interchanged, and 4 and 7 will be 7 and 4, because we are just interchanging both of them. Temp is equal to a is equal to b is equal to temp. So we are interchanging values of a and b. So we are printing the values of a and b in the swap function. Okay. Now see, we have entered two numbers 4 and 7. So a is equal to 4, b is equal to 7 before calling swap function. So see, the values we are printing this before calling this function. So when you call this function, to the function, and whatever things are there, that will be executed, and then again it will go back to the main function. So once the values of a and b are printed, so it will go here. The values are interchanged. So the interchange value it will show you. But after this function is called, again you are printing the values of a and b. Now see, again the values of a and b remain the same, 4 and 7. Because why? Because the variables in the main function and the variables in the function definition, they are different. They are limited to only that function only. So whatever changes or modifications you want to do on that variable, so that can be done only in the function definition, and those values are not returned back to the main function. Okay. See, calling a is 4 and 7, then after swapping in function it becomes 7 and 4. Then again after you go back to the main function and print the values again, it remains the same only. So all of you understood call by value?
Yes, sir.
Now we'll just see what do you mean by call by value. See, when a portion of the program invokes a function, control will be transferred from the main function to the calling function, and the value of the actual argument is copied to the function. Within the function, the actual value may be changed or altered. When the control is transferred back from function to the main program, altered values are not transferred back. See, when the function is invoked, that means this function is called, then what will happen? Whatever values you are passing as an argument here, a copy of those values will be passed as a parameter to the function. And those values, a copy of those values will be passed over here. And whatever changes you want to make in the function, you can make them. Suppose we are interchanging the numbers, so the interchange numbers will be printed here. But when we return back to the main function, these change values, so they will be not there in the main function. So whatever are the original values of a and b, so that will remain the same.